Rocky Balboa said time is undefeated, and a few short hours ago, the prospect of reacting to Aberdeen fans greeting losing 4-0 at Rugby Park would have been great. But now, after my team gets scudded in Paisley, it's not so great. Now for you, your team actually gets scudded prior to this scudding. So how is the scudding on top of the scudding on the recent scudding?
Well, I've had more time to process the scuddings, but here, Kilmarnock processed 4 goals today, just like 4 Swedish meatballs packed into a box like Jimmy Thelin. That's what Kilmarnock done to Aberdeen. Sent the sheep packing, cold, homeless, no fur.
Our IKEA is 4 letters that should spell shit. Jimmy Thelin, it's all over. It's all over. Well, I say it's all over. Could it be all over for him? I actually don't care about Aberdeen. I was going to love to come on here and twist the knife in.
Them and their little...
I'm all out of bullets.
Aberdeen and their little Fenerbahce wannabe kit.
I know what's this all about anyway.
Let's see what Aberdeen fans have got to say.
Aberdeen fans, they actually don't care about losing 4-0. Rangers lost.
They're probably happy with the day.
Yeah.
The day's offence.
Probably
going to bed happy.
Craig Taylor says, feel like there is some unrest with the group suspect due to a couple of players heading away at next opportunity. Certainly been a couple of eased off performances. Who are they? Hit me with them, Craig.
Aye, Craig, hit them with us. But you know what? That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. That's his reasoning for the team going to shit. The team falling apart. There's a few players that got talked up about potential move. Oh, Jamie McGrath could be going back to the Championship when his contract runs out. Everybody down tools. I mean, bullshit. How about Aberdeen, right? Just weren't they that great? They got an easy run to start. Yeah, they got 1 or 2 good results against Celtic and Rangers, not denying that. But the fact is, the wheels have truly come off the Jimmy Thelin bus. And at the moment, they're just not going anywhere. Well, actually, they're in reverse. Slowly but surely, they're getting caught by the teams behind. They've already been caught by Rangers. Who else will they be caught by? Dundee United, St Mirren. St Mirren only 7 points behind Aberdeen. I mean, would you rule out St Mirren finishing ahead of them come the end of the season?
No.
I certainly would not.
9 points between Rangers and Aberdeen was hee-haw, right? Now, obviously, factoring in Dundee United and St Mirren, they are worse than Rangers, even though tonight would suggest that one of them's definitely better. I honestly, we've been saying for a few games now, I think Aberdeen are going to finish. I said they'd finish 5th.
That could very well happen, but I think this narrative where, it's because a couple of players might be leaving, everybody's down tools, nonsense.
I know, it's a load of pish, but we'll move on, regardless. So, the bubble's burst. Looks like a Rangers fan. I believe your bubble has also burst, son.
See, that's why you should wait till your team plays for sticking the boot in.
Yeah, that's why we did. Oh, you had no choice. You had to wait. Black and White Army says, we really broke you boys, eh? That's a St Mirren fan saying that. How did he know this? How did he know I'd be reacting to this? He fucking did. He did break me.
Broke everybody, didn't he?
Broke me clear in 2, man. Broke us. Embarrassing. California.
What I thought was more embarrassing was the small handful of away fans that actually turned up.
We didn't address... Actually, I said we didn't address it. We haven't had a chance to address that. Pathetic, actually.
Yeah.
If Aberdeen, right, were still above Rangers, which...
That stand would have impacted it.
Aye. No, it would have been. I tell you what, see if this was a free screening of the game at Paisley, it would impact it.
Absolutely. Dan666 says, what the fuck is going on? I'm not going to panic still, but I've been saying that for a few weeks now. We've had a couple of breaks where things could have been worked on, but we've seemed to have gotten worse. I can handle getting beat, but not in such a lame, toothless manner. I mean, what do you mean you can handle getting beat? A couple of months ago you were challenging for the title. And what has happened since then?
Hee-haw. Now the problem with this is, can Jimmy Thelin turn it around? We've seen Davy Gray kind of turn it around. Come on, had a wee month there, a couple of weeks where he turned it around, even though he's back out the door. Can Jimmy Thelin sort it out?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think Jimmy Thelin needs to sort it out just to get third.
Yeah.
The league's gone, right? It was never there, and that's gone.
Aberdeen...
Second place is gone, because...
Do you not agree, though, right, that Aberdeen could finish in a position that would have been deemed not good enough, even at the start of the season? Does that make sense?
I mean, possibly, if this form continues, why not? I mean, is finishing bottom 6 impossible for Aberdeen at the moment?
Of course not.
Kilmarnock and Hibernian, if they continue to pick up results, then honestly, I mean, if Aberdeen do not start to improve, then they could very well drop out the top 6, which would seem impossible 6 weeks ago. But is what it is. Let's move into the next comment here.
Time is undefeated, Big Balboa. Title contenders, ducks quacking away. Bye-bye the Dawn, said Big Phil.
So, well, I think you need to take this on his face there. It's a wee bit like the stands, isn't it? These comment sections just empty of Aberdeen fans, devoid of any red.
As Eric White says, I went to Aberdeen's 4-0 hiding by Kelly in 98. That was the end of Alex Miller as manager. Won't be the end of Jimmy, though.
No, it won't be the end. See, I don't know, man. Jimmy Thelin is... See, I think the current run of form that he's on is a sackable offence.
Yep.
But because he's built up a lot of, favours with the beginning of the season, it's not a sackable offence. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good a start you got. Questions are going to be asked soon if he does not turn this... Like, how many more games in a row do they have to... Like, let's say they go next 3 games, maybe 2 defeats and a draw. Like, what?
That's 10 games for a win.
Like, yeah, like, we're getting into Hearts territory here.
Aye.
Shitey Stephen Naismith territory. And here, Stephen Naismith had a good season. And I think that's what bought him time. There's no way Stephen Naismith gets 18 games without a win if he didn't finish 3rd last year.
Oh, absolutely.
And Jimmy Thelin will get time because of his good start, but again, how much time?
Well, that is the question for Jimmy Thelin, man. I mean, what's going to happen with Jimmy? I need to know. Is he going to be away tomorrow? Would I take him at Rangers? Tell you what, see 6 weeks ago, everyone would have took him at Rangers.
See now, like, you're probably like, I'll keep him on.
Everyone went, I wouldn't go that far, but Solar says should never, and I mean never, be losing 4-0 to Kelly. Embarrassing. I agree.
Kelly's just not a team you should be losing to 4-0 if you're a top team.
Kelly are just a team that don't win 4-0.
No.
And they did. Andy McFay says, yet again, and that was down to us not performing. I don't buy the Kelly played well argument. We have lost to every team in the league today. Thelin also needs a plan B as we're too easy to play against. That's a lot of pish.
So you think it's plan A's working? Fuck that means plan B.
This whole... I mean... So what, the gimmick is that everyone's sussed out plan A and that's why they're easy now? Aberdeen were just better, man.
Right, Stephen, who obviously is a Hearts fan, said, seen this coming a mile away. Although winning games at the start, you were scraping by teams and winning by a single goal. It was only a matter of time before your luck ran out. Just as well you got the points in the bank and more or less sealed 3rd place. I agree with the first half, not with the second half. They were winning games by the single goal, the odd goal. Games that they could have dropped points in, they were just holding on and getting the 3 points, and they did well. Congratulations to them. A lot of those games I don't even think they deserved to win, but they got the 3 points and that's what matters. But, have they sealed 3rd place? I don't see how you can say that. They're only 6 in front of United. Next game is against United at Tannadice. Could easily be a 3-point gap come the end of that game. Then, they're potentially 1 game away from dropping out of 3rd. So I don't think 3rd is sealed at all.
No, it's not. Of course it's not 3rd. I mean, look at 6 weeks ago. People were saying 2nd was sealed. Not against Rangers. Obviously I don't think this form will continue, right?
But it could get worse before it gets better.
The worrying thing for Aberdeen is that normally it doesn't continue because there's a sacking. And as we've touched on, I don't see how he gets sacked. So therefore, I think it's free fall City. And here, some people are saying, oh well, it's players down in tool because they want to leave. Maybe it's a good thing, Aberdeen. Maybe that's a good thing, because maybe they'll actually be able to cash in for a few guys that have performed well until recently.
Yeah, but I mean, think how much the stock's just dropped. No, if you're Aberdeen and you get into January and you're still 2nd, decent gap over Rangers, even if you're not level with Celtic, but even if you're within touching distance of Celtic and you're still parading that there's a title fight, just the amount that you could demand for players would just be a lot more. Plus, you'd have more people interested. I mean, I can't really see the interest being there for a team that's not won in, 7 games?
Yeah. Pretty tragic when you break it down like that.
The Aberdeen players would have went for more 2 months ago. That's factual.
That is factual, but it is what it is, right? CK, Christmas time, we've gifted 2 absolute shocking teams 3 points within 5 days. Fair enough. And then finally, for Baz Noble, Nielsen, Shinnie, McGrath, McKenzie, Duke, Ruby, Nisbet, and last but not least, that big useless balloon Ambrose all need bin. Get in the young guys if you can't afford to replace any of them. That was the worst I've ever seen from any Aberdeen team I've watched in the past.
I know I don't get, right? Would it not be fair to say that Aberdeen fans were claiming that they were in a title fight 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, and a lot of those players they would have considered crucial for that fight?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think Nelson and Shinnie, McGrath, people are on about how good McGrath was. Like, it's mental now. Now the narrative is get rid of them all and bring in. That's what Aberdeen's supposed to do. Get rid of all their established players and just bring in like 17, 18-year-olds. Then that's like everything that Jimmy Thelin's tried to build on going.
Yeah, it will make a break.
Is this season quickly becoming a write-off? It's a good start undone.
I don't think the good start's undone, but
Oh, it's getting to that
they
point.
still should finish third if they turn it around. But it needs to be turned around in the next 2-3 games, or else. I tell you what, like, I mean, who would I think Dundee United are favourite to get third. I don't know what can really happen to sway my opinion. I mean, I guess they could hit a sticky patch like Aberdeen if hitting Aberdeen could just consistently more, whip it out. But then St Mirren as well looking good. It's a tough one, but you know what? The race at the top, Steed, may as well make every other. But then, here, we're talking about Aberdeen. Rangers lost today. Rangers are just a point clear of Aberdeen.
Ah, but Rangers will push on, man.
Rangers are coming, aren't they?
Aye. Celtic, though, are 7-2 to go unbeaten if anybody wants to stick a wee bet on that. Just thought I'd mention it.
Tell you what, it's decent odds considering Rangers can't beat them.
Aberdeen to win the Scottish Cup 10-1.
Pish odds. I don't even trust them against who they playing next. It's like I was going to say Elgin City Rovers. It's no Elgin City Rovers. But anyway, folks, we'll see you down the road.